Welcome to my kitchen kingdom, where this old man cooks. Welcome to Kitchen Kingdom, where this old man throws down to chow down. In this episode, I am going to prepare a Fra Diavolo inspired tilapia dish. Now, Fra Diavolo is an Italian dish that's usually made with shellfish. And Fra Diavolo loosely translates into devil's brother or brother of the devil. And you'll find out once we go through this ingredient list. For this, you are going to need your tilapia, of course. You're going to need about 28 ounces of peeled plum tomatoes. If you're starting fresh with the plum tomatoes, you're going to have to let it cook just a little bit more. We have about 1 cup of parsley. I'm going to do a parsley cilantro mix. So I'm doing 1 cup of parsley, half a cup of cilantro, half a cup of basil, about a tablespoon of ghee, a tablespoon of regular butter, some wine. What kind of wine? Whatever white wine that you want to drink, you cook with. If you don't drink it, don't cook with it. About 1/4 cup of red onion, 1/2 cup of white onion, 2 tablespoons of garlic. We have a little bit of cayenne pepper that we're going to use. About half a teaspoon of red chili flakes, a half a teaspoon of red chili powder, about 2 tablespoons of Italian seasonings, a bay leaf, a little square of chocolate, less than 1 ounce, yes, chocolate, and salt and pepper to taste. So let's rattle some pots and pans. So in this cold pan, I have added extra virgin olive oil, the ghee, the onion, and the garlic. And the reason why I'm doing it to a cold pan and not a warm pan or a pan that's hot is because I don't want to caramelize any of these vegetables. Now we're going to start adding our pepper and red chili flakes. Now we're going to add the white wine. You can always add more later. Let the alcohol burn off of that and just leave behind a nice wine flavor. Now would be a good time to add our dry chili. You get that reconstituted and ready for the tomatoes. It doesn't take long for this sauce to come together. I'm going to go ahead and put the bay leaf in. And now we're going to add our crushed plum tomatoes. I didn't bother de-seeding. Let that do its thing for a while. Now, Fra Diavolo is usually served over pasta, and I am not going to serve this over pasta. I'm going to serve this over rice. And the rice is on the stove and it's done. And I want to show you what I've done with the rice. Remember the cinnamon nutmeg butter that we made in the episode of flavor infusing? Well, I'm going to add just a little bit of that to the rice when it's done. Fluff it in. Get it nice and fluffy. Set it aside, and it's just going to add another flavor component to this. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the chocolate. Now remember, you don't need a lot, and this is not a candy bar chocolate. This is bittersweet. It's about 72%, so it's not going to add a lot of sweetness, but it's going to add a smoky component to this. And if you don't have the chocolate, you can use like the chili powder that you would use in chili con carne. That will provide you almost the same type of flavor profile. The last 3 ingredients is the Italian seasoning, the cilantro, and the parsley. Gonna add the basil last, but right now I'm gonna start tending to the tilapia. Now for the fish, what we're going to do is take some melted butter and just treat it in this manner, just as if we were going to blacken it. You're going to take a little bit of salt, just a little, and then dust it ever so lightly with some cayenne. Going to get these in the pan and do the other side exactly the same way. You want to place it treated side down, and as soon as you do that, you want to go ahead and brush. You can use the butter from the pan actually to go ahead and get the other side ready. You want to cook this very gently. Go ahead and get your dusting of the cayenne on the other side. Go ahead and flip it. Do that with your remaining pieces. We're going to put in a little bit of salt and some basil leaves. Notice how the sauce has thickened. That chocolate helped to do that. Now we're ready to plate up. We have our Fra Diavolo sauce laying out, followed by the tilapia. And one of those hot peppers to garnish the rice. And finish it off with some basil leaves. And I'd say, let's chow down.